Right everyone, welcome back. So recently I made the mistake of searching up my name on YouTube and filtering it by upload date, and I somehow stumbled upon this video of a vegan activist who, to be honest with you, isn't very fond of me. And this dude's just made a 17-minute video apparently exposing me or whatever for a bunch of stuff. The video is called Vegan Phobic YouTube. Oh, of course I'm a vegan phobic YouTuber. Glider Guy glorifies the murder of trillions by attacking animal rights activists. I mean, that's kind of a bold statement to claim. I don't really think I've ever attacked an animal rights activist, but I guess we'll find out whether I have today. Now, before I start, please don't go over to this guy's channel if you somehow manage to find it. I really don't want you to. For some reason, whenever I make videos on other YouTubers, a lot of people just decide to go over to their videos and spam hate comments or whatever. Please don't do that. Just watch my video, like be entertained by it, I guess, but like, you don't need to go over and attack this guy. Anyway, let's see what this guy's got to say. It's a pretty long video, so I kind of want to just get started.
Hello and welcome back to the vegan experience. I suffer from diabetes type 1, celiac disease. I can't eat anything with gluten in, and I'm still vegan. There is no excuse. Let's cut the bullshit here. Glider Guy.
What? Wait, what's going on? Okay, so this guy's a type 1 diabetic. Okay, fair enough. And he can't eat anything, but he still chooses to be vegan. You know what? Good for you, bro. But for a lot of people, that they just don't want to be vegan, including myself. Me personally, I'm going to the gym a lot, so I kind of need the protein, and you know, it's not really easy to get protein from non-vegan foods, or vegan foods, I should say. So that's why I choose to not be a vegan, because you know, it's just a lot more difficult and a lot more inconvenient to get my protein and carb intake from vegan foods.
I'm not saying you're a bad person here, but you are doing selfish acts. Have you even bothered to watch Dominion yet? Yeah, I'm calling you out. You don't know who I am, but you're about to. I am one of those crazy vegans. You have damaged the cause so much. People are just sticking up for animal rights.
I don't really think that I'm damaging the cause. If you're talking about the cause of animal rights activism, then yeah, sure, I've damaged the cause, and I keep planning to do so. Animal rights activism is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life, bro. Animals are not humans. Why should they have the same rights as humans? By your logic, animals should be able to vote. Like what are you talking about? Your logic is that an animal should be able to vote for the president of the United States. If you want animals to have the same rights and freedoms of humans, then that's just delusional. Like, that just can't happen. In terms of damaging the cause of veganism, I don't think I've damaged the cause of veganism at all. The people who have damaged the cause of veganism are people like you and that vegan teacher who are so heavily involved in this animal rights activism crap.
Trillions and trillions of animals, and there is a helicopter flying over me right now. Is that you trying to interrupt me? You know what they do? They put a bolt in their head. You think life's a meme, it's all fun and games, but it's not. You gotta get down to the serious shit sometimes. Is there anything you fucking care about here?
Yes, there is. I don't know what, I don't understand the point here. He doesn't really bring up any examples, so I can't really defend it.
I'm gonna be as polite as I can here. Why do you keep calling out that vegan teacher? And it's not even about that, and you're gonna deflect and say, oh, I'm just making it for content. And that's exactly it. You've made your career calling out animal activists. You've made her look insane with all these
Because she is insane. What are you talking about? She's talking about the animals are going through a holocaust. She's talked about saying the N-word should be normalized. She's talking about all this sort of stuff that in my personal opinion is crazy, and a lot of other people agree with me. This isn't just me. There's been other people calling vegan teacher out for her stuff. Obviously this is ages ago, right? Like, vegan teacher's kind of irrelevant now, which is why I don't talk about her, but there are reasons I call out vegan teacher. Like, you sit here saying, oh, why do you call her out? Bro, I've made 40 videos calling her out. Surely one look at her videos could understand why I've been calling her out. It's because she's crazy, bro.
Does this girl seem to you like she might be naturally intelligent, gorgeous, generous, exemplary, and radiant?
She's just telling the truth. Is she blowing up KFCs? No. Is she going around terrorizing people? No. She called out Tommy in it.
Okay, well, obviously, if she was going around doing all that stuff, she'd be crazy. But just because she's not terrorizing people and blowing stuff up doesn't mean she's not crazy. You can do other things that can be deemed as crazy. Like, I don't know, disrespecting social norms, going around saying that we should normalize the use of the N-word because, oh, but we should claim the word back. Like, all this type of crap, bro.
A Minecraft YouTuber, right? Who, if you like him, that's respectable. It's nothing to do with that. It's nothing to do with you. It's nothing to do with me. It's about the animals, and that's what you don't get. You're deluded by cognitive dissonance.
Oh no. I understand. I understand this whole thing about the animals. And why does everyone keep using the word cognitive dissonance? What does that even mean, bro? But no, I understand it's about the animals. I completely understand that. I'm not delusional. I get your points, but your points just don't make any sense when you talk about animals should be having the same rights as humans when that's just not true at all, bro. They're animals. They're not humans. They are aren't the same species. It just doesn't make sense to give animals the same rights as humans when they don't have the cognitive ability as humans do.
Head is filled with like this fog. I don't understand. And then it's like, oh, taste. Beyond Burgers taste just as nice, if not better, as the meat you're eating right now.
Okay, well that's a subjective opinion, and I'd just like to say I completely disagree with that. Vegan burgers taste like absolute poo. But you know what? Again, you're entitled to your opinion. If you think Beyond Burgers taste the same as meat burgers, then fair enough. You can keep eating your Beyond Burgers. Me personally, though, I'm just not gonna do that because Beyond Burgers taste like wank.
And if you want to take the piss out of me, sure, I'm fresh meat. Come on!
What is this guy doing, bro?
I don't care. Look. Here's gluten-free vegan chocolate, tastes just as nice. They all have a nice little pattern on anyway. Do you care about animals at all? You say you want humane slaughter. There is no humane slaughter. They torture them, and even if they don't, they're killing them anyway. Are you okay?
Bro, why does this guy keep throwing up PNGs of himself and throwing up PNGs of me and my channel? I don't understand this guy's editing. This isn't really to take away from the overall video, but like, it's just an observation. I don't really understand why he's doing that.
And do you want to improve as a society? You can do whatever you want. You can choose the way you look, but it's against the law of rape and murder, and there's a holocaust of animals going on, and you're like, whoa. You know, Holocaust is just not to the Jews, right? I am a film.
It is. I mean, that's by definition what it was. It was an event that happened during World War II where humans were getting murdered. It's completely different to animals getting murdered, bro. I don't really think you understand that. I've mentioned this so many times before, right? But there's this thing called the survival of the fittest, which is where humans are right at the top and all the animals are below us. That's just how it's been for centuries, and that's how it's going to continue to be. Unless there are actually good vegan alternatives which are better for the environment and better for health and like better for taste, which is the most important one. You can't expect the entire world to convert to veganism by sitting here like saying that we should normalize the N-word, by sitting here saying that the animals are going through a holocaust. That just doesn't work. No one's buying that BS.
And I actually ranked the greatest film of all time, Shower by Klaus Landsman. I recommend it. It's a 9-hour and 30-minute documentary. I digress. There's been so many holocausts in history, right? Why do we have to just say just because they're animals? That's it. It's speciesism. It's the way you've been raised.
Yes, it is speciesism, and speciesism is rooted in everyone's brains, and that's how we act. Bro, speciesism is the biggest con I've ever heard in the entire history of humanity. What does that even mean? Like, obviously we're going to treat different species differently because of the way that they are, because of their species. Of course we're going to treat them differently. Of course we're going to treat cows and pigs differently than we're going to treat humans. That just makes sense.
It's to do with genetics. There's lots of different combinations here, right? But when you watch Dominion, or even just go to don'twatch.org, it's a 6-minute documentary, and you're still not vegan after that, that's your flaw as a human. That's you being selfish. That's you being a little prick, quite frankly. And I don't know why there's so many Australians going against other Australians. I recommend Tash Peterson, Vegan Booty, who is fighting out there against all the haters. You just don't understand. It's not about YouTube. It's not about trends. It's not about getting attention. Well, it is about getting attention, but we're getting attention for the fucking animals. It's no joke here. It's a serious matter. And you deflect, you hide behind your sunglasses and your little beanie and your smirk.
Hide behind my sunglasses, my little beanie, and my little smirk. Okay, bro. I mean, I think it's quite obvious why I hide behind my beanie and sunglasses. I say that in quotation mark. It's because I just want to be anonymous. I don't really like the idea of going out in public and just being bombarded. Obviously, right now I'm not at a point in like my YouTube career where I'd get bombarded in the streets. But let's say a few videos blow up and I manage to like become a household name or something like that. I don't really want to get bombarded, bro. Like I like living a more sheltered life, I guess. That's the reason I wear a beanie and sunglasses in my video. It's not really that deep.
That smirk could get knocked the fuck off you when you see cows being slaughtered. You want to watch slaughterhouse footage, it'll put you in your place. And you
I feel like this guy's underestimating how like my brain works. I don't think you understand, bro. I know what happens in slaughterhouses. I know what happens. I understand where my meat comes from. I feel like this guy doesn't understand that non-vegans understand where their food comes from. I get that when I'm cooking beef mince in my pot and I'm making pasta, I understand that comes from cows. I understand when I'm eating a steak, that comes from a cow. I get when I'm eating bacon, it comes from a pig. Everyone knows this. 3-year-olds know this. This isn't new information you're bringing up.
Not vegan yet after that, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's mortifying, actually. This generation needs to change, and I hope it does change. And I just want to talk to you about a couple of notes, respectful, man to man here, because again, this is nothing about masculinity. People says it makes you less than a man, and no, I'm going to explain this all now. So you call vegans crazy when it's just passionate. Would you eat a rabbit? Would you eat a dog and a cat? And you say, oh yes, because they're companions. Cows can be companions too. I had pet chickens, right? And it was one of the greatest experiences I've ever had.
Okay, fair enough. You know, some people like to have cows and chickens as companions. That's your choice. That's fair enough. If people in different cultures want to eat dogs and cats, fine, whatever. But me personally, I'm not gonna eat a dog and a cat because I have a pet dog and a pet cat, which means I love those animals too much to eat them. That's just fair enough. People should be able to make their own choices when it comes to eating. I don't understand why vegans like to force this shit onto us.
They had so much personality. They were funny. They came up to me, they stroked me, they make funny noises, they had personality, they tried sneaking in the house. It was hilarious, one of the greatest times. And yet, you know, you probably you made a response video to Vegan Teacher and you just deflected and you didn't even bother to listen to her. So look, I'm not caveman anymore.
Firstly, why is this guy eating while trying to talk? And secondly, I made responses to Vegan Teacher, and yes, I listened to all her points. Even some of the times where I responded to Vegan Teacher, I admitted my flaws. I admitted the times where I might have made a mistake in my speech and I might have said something that kind of didn't really make sense. I admit when I'm wrong. But for the most part, Vegan Teacher is so delusional that she can never admit to be wrong. If you're gonna talk about people not listening to points, talk about Vegan Teacher, bro, because she doesn't listen to anything. She's so deep in her vegan world that she can't let anyone who's non-vegan prove her wrong because, oh, well, you're a non-vegan, so therefore you're morally below me. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
And this vegan chocolate is delicious. You can take the piss out of me again on fresh meat. I don't care. I'll call out anyone.
Oh, why does this guy keep saying he's fresh meat? That don't make sense.
An animal abuser. You're an animal abuser. If you eat
I mean,
meat,
I'm not, but
no
okay.
way around that. Fact, not opinion. You can do whatever you want in life. Well, when it comes to murder, dealing with animals, right? I don't know how you got this famous. Actually, I do. By you put down hard-working vegans like the Vegan Teacher. Right? And
put down hard-working vegans. No, I don't put down hard-working vegans. I put down animal rights activists with stupid views that I don't agree with. That's as simple as it is, bro. This guy likes to twist everything I do as to like, oh, I hate vegans. I don't hate vegans, bro. There are people that I know in real life that are vegan that I respect for being vegan. What I don't respect are people who go around like this screenshot right here, vegan booty, going around almost naked, being like, why is everyone not vegan? Like, shut up. Legit, 0 people care about your cause. 0 people. If people want to be vegan for health, or they want to be vegan because they don't like the murder of animals, that's fair enough. I don't care. But don't sit here going, if you're not vegan, you're an animal abuser. No one's gonna listen to your cause when you say that.
You and many other content creators, like Isaac Butterfield, you're all the same. You're like clones. You attack.
Bro, what are you talking about us being clones? You and Vegan Teacher have the exact same speech. All I've heard in this video is cognitive dissonance. Oh, you're all animal abusers. All you vegan animal rights activists are clones. You could say that about any group of people, bro. If people have the same points of view, that doesn't mean that they're clones. What is this point? This makes no sense. I could literally flip that back onto you and Vegan Teacher. You're both just the same people.
Onto the vegan activism cause and call us crazy. So what if the Vegan Teacher, you know, goes after people? That's how she gets the attention and the animal message out.
That's not really the point. Her going after people isn't the point. The point is her going after people for not being vegan. That's the point. But you fail to mention that. Your speech is actually very, very smart because what you do is you leave out very important details to make it seem like, oh, we're just attacking some random old lady for no reason. But no, there are reasons we attack this random old lady. It's because she's a psycho.
Naturally intelligent, gorgeous, generous.
Oh, Tommy Idiot cried, boo-hoo. She's not doing anything nasty. Has she ever gone to someone and said, you're a fucking idiot and you deserve to die? No, because we're not, as vegan activists, we're not saying you're bad people. You're just doing a bad thing. And see, someone's shouting. Ready? Absolutely delicious, right? Now I'm going to stand up for you. And I'm going to sing you a song. Yeah, us vegans are not crazy. Even if you disagree with what the Vegan Teacher's saying, there's no need to attack her. Would you kill these animals down here?
Bro, you're literally all clones. Would you kill a baby child?
You've reached your limit on talking.
Vegan teacher did the same thing, bro. Vegan teacher said the same thing. But anyway, yeah, well, we're not really attacking vegan teacher for no reason. We're making videos on her to criticize her. I don't really think that that's attacking her. And you sit here saying, oh, what has vegan teacher ever done? She's not that bad. I guess you just failed to mention the fact that she blatantly says the M word in a video with like 2 million views.
Naturally, intelligent, gorgeous, generous.
She tried to call me racist. She tried to get my channel taken down for a joke diss track. Vegan teacher has done a lot of hurtful and just dumb crap. But of course, you just fail to mention that, do you?
You slaughter a chicken? Would you slaughter a goat, a sheep? I mean, would you do that in real life? No, because you're not a horrible person and you have some moral justification. It's just this generation, this cognitive dissonance that is clouding your mind here, and you choose to deflect instead of, and you basically you know you're wrong deep down, you're in your subconscious, but you kind of take it out of a 56-year-old woman. But again, I'm fresh meat, come after me. Oh yeah, and you made a very ageist joke saying, oh, it's only old people who are vegan. Excuse me, I'm
ageist joke, bro. What is it? Okay, what is it again with these vegan animal rights activists just throwing out buzzwords? Oh, you're ageist, you're vegan phobic, you're cognitive dissonance. Like, bro, what are you even talking about? Obviously, I'm not ageist, bro. There are many old people in my life that I love. Why would I be ageist? That just doesn't make any sense.
21. So yes, I'm going to continue to make videos on you if you continue to make videos on the vegan teacher. So enter the battlefield with Danny K. But yeah, it's serious, and when you look at this footage, I hope you do consider to be vegan, to become vegan, because it is the morally correct thing to do, and you make a good...
I mean, it's your morally correct thing to do. You can't really tell people what's morally correct and what isn't. Look, me personally, I'm just not gonna become vegan. Obviously, I've considered it before. I've considered it from ages like 10 to now. Bro, like, there have obviously been times where I've considered being vegan, but I've decided against it because it's just not for me. It's not something that's gonna work with my lifestyle. I go to the gym a fair bit. It's not easy to make vegan food all the time. It's not easy to buy vegan food all the time. It's a lot more expensive than the non-vegan food. So I'm sorry, but it's easier and more cost effective for me to just not become vegan.
You make a good thing, a good impression to your audience. It's so upsetting what you are doing to the vegan cause. You're actually damaging it, and you're actually being kind of...
I'm not damaging the vegan cause, I'm damaging the vegan animal rights activist cause because it's stupid.
Arsehole. And even if you don't know you're doing it and you just say, oh, it's just a meme, it's just a laugh, everything's a joke. It's not a fucking joke when cows are being slaughtered all the time. You know, they pine for their babies, they take their calves off 6 weeks old when chickens are just put into a blender and they have sludge. I mean, you have a cow on your fucking logo. You slaughter your logo, wouldn't you? You'd put a knife in it.
Slaughter my logo. Okay, I guess this guy's just digging now. I don't really understand what he's talking about.
But yeah, you're just being kind of a jerk, you're being disingenuous, you're being heartless, quite frankly. And again, this is not about you, this is not about me.
Okay, I love how this guy's just like throwing out these buzzwords. You're being like disingenuous, you're being all this stuff. Can you please give me an example? Like can you tell me where I'm being disingenuous? Because so far you've just sat here spilling out buzzwords for no reason. Like, this guy doesn't make a single point that makes sense. Like, bro, I'm being disingenuous. How?
The animals, and yeah, and you used to have the right to eat meat in survival situations, but now we need to grow as a society, and I know it's going to be tough to change your diet, but it actually isn't really. I became a vegan about 2 weeks ago, right? And I found 500 recipes just
2 weeks ago. So this guy's been a vegan for 2 weeks. How is he talking like this? He's become a vegan for 2 weeks and he's already talking like vegan teacher, bro. Like, how are you gonna talk about me being a clone when you've cloned into vegan teacher within 2 weeks of becoming vegan? Oh, cognitive dissonance, and then just all this shit that the vegan teacher's been spilling out. Bro, you are a vegan teacher stan. You are a straight clone of vegan teacher. What is this, bro?
Like that. It was really easy, simple, and I definitely recommend to it. Now,
okay, fine, you can recommend to it, but that doesn't mean that you can tell me what to do. Look, you can recommend for me to be vegan, that's fine. I'm not gonna do it though. You can recommend other people to be vegan and they might do it, but that doesn't mean that they have to do it.
Glider guy. Why do you call yourself glider guy? Why don't you glide into a slaughterhouse and then you come out shaking like, I'm a vegan?
I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. I know what happens in slaughterhouses. I've been told about it many times before. I know what happens in there. Animals get murdered and they turn into meat. Bro, it's kind of common sense. Again, I understand where my food comes from. I'm not blind to the fact that my bacon comes from a pig. It's kind of obvious. And if that hasn't made me become vegan, then I don't understand what me going into a slaughterhouse is gonna do.
See like a KFC, right? And they don't look like dead chickens. Oh, they just like look like crispy, tasty things. And that is part of the whole psychological. It's kind of like, have you ever seen Futurama when they have those brainwashing slugs on them? I know this is a weird contradictory method here, but yeah, I recommend Earthling Ed. Look, there's a beautiful squirrel. Would you eat that? Where is the moral dimension?
Bro, this guy just keeps repeating the same shit. It's kind of getting boring now. Yes, I would eat a squirrel if it tasted good. What's your point? For the rest of this video, this guy just kind of goes around saying the same shit. He doesn't really bring up anything new, so there's not really much else to cover. If you enjoyed, let me know in the comments down below. Click the video on screen right now because YouTube thinks you'll enjoy it, and I'll see you all over there. I'm gonna cut to a black screen so you click on it. Bye.
Does this girl seem to you like she might be naturally intelligent, gorgeous, generous, exemplary, and radiant?